Okay, we are recording. So, hello and welcome to Godly Spiritual Ladies. I am one of your co-hosts, Gwendolyn.
And I'm Sheila. Hello.
Hello. This is our podcast where we talk about a bunch of crap. Hopefully, know something. Don't know nothing. We talk about Jesus. We love him all the time. And yeah, because
So we
I
can
have.
pray.
Oh, yes. See, we're gonna do that. We're gonna start that first. So, if you were here with us last year, how you doing? Welcome back.
Yeah.
New year. We are trying to get on to where this thing all started in the first place, which was God. Because that one over there tried to wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to tell me to pray that I had to do this and keep doing this. And I'm like, I'm asleep. But to that later. Okay? So go ahead, Sheila.
You could just read our website. It's like literally on the About Us page. But anyway, with that being said, please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for allowing us to come before your throne today on the last weekend of January 2021. This will not come around again because it's the last day. Well, technically tomorrow is. But with that being said, Lord, I do ask that you continue to keep us, guide us, protect us, keep us from our own foolery. And I do mean foolery. Keep us from for me, keep me from wandering my mindset, because when I hate to do something, I will put it off like my fat. I will put it off. Well, actually put it on, not put it off. But anyway, um, with that being said, Lord, just give me the grace and courage. Give us both the tenacity, the grace, the courage. Give everyone who's listening and watching healing, movement, and know when to be slow. Sometimes it's good to move slow. You reap better rewards and more rewards by moving slow. But also, the important thing is, Lord, we need to move in so many more ways than just actual physical movement. Mental movement is highly important. Highly important. Because sometimes my brain don't want to work. It does its own time clock. And when it does, it shut off. And I'm still trying to work. So, with that being said, we also want you to give us grace when it comes to people that are just straight up stupid. Yes, Lord. The folks that have their own conspiracies, the folks that are out there telling us no sensible thing whatsoever. They know who we're talking about. Well, probably they don't know who they are. But you know what, Lord? You know who we're talking about. They need some sense. Sense, Lord, sense. When there's a pandemic, please move away from me. Don't stand up on my backside, as Gwen likes to say. When there is vaccines available, take it. But that's your choice. No one can force you to do so. Lord, let us continue to have food and money to pay for such endeavors. For everybody that's listening, please know that there is someone out there for you, to hear you, to understand you, to empathize. But most of all, you're not alone. When you have Christ, you listen to the Holy Spirit when she's talking, when you give all to God, you are definitely not alone. Please keep that in mind. We love you. We serve you. We are your humble servants. Well, I don't know how humble we can be, but we're trying to be humble. We love you. We serve you. Amen.
Amen. Okay, that's hilarious. So,
all right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, baby Jesus, this year. Each day, idea. It's not her birthday today, but you know what I mean. Happy birthday. Well, it's not far, but happy birthday to you.
Okay,
baby.
so.
Woo-hoo! How old are you?
The same thing you're going to be in a minute, 44. Because I know you're going to come up with your jokes.
I'll be in 6 months. Well, technically, yes. 6 months.
Wow. We're going to do this again. Still. Anyway. Okay, so technically we're doing this on a Saturday, and
Yes,
tomorrow is literally my birthday, which is why I said I'm gonna change the order up in a minute here. So one, this birthday beat,
yes.
as I'm saying, because I did this. This is like some of my best work, and I'm happy because I got new brushes, and I'm just like, girl, do you see the
It
blush?
looks,
It's
it
like,
looks less, it looks, how I put this? Your skin, your cheeks look very flawless. If that's what your intention you were going for.
yeah,
Flawless.
huh? What do you mean? It looks
Were you
flawless?
going for the flawless look?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you did it.
Okay, that was not supposed to look like something else.
Well, no. It looks like more of a natural, flawless look. But I know you're wearing makeup because I could tell you got color on your cheeks
Oh
and your
yes,
lips.
yes, yes.
Yes,
See,
yes,
because
yes. But
I'm work.
it's not. There are times you have your makeup and you can like boom. You see the makeup. It looks good.
Yes. See,
This
I
is
am
different.
working on blending
Oh, okay.
and
See,
having
I'm
this.
not a makeup person. I'm just giving you my normal, natural reaction.
Oh, I know. And I'm working on blending and having it, just
By the
look
way,
like.
the nails are also fierce.
Oh wait, I didn't say that. See, because you gotta see, this was a Christmas
All
present.
this, I couldn't miss it.
Oh no, because the nails are part of it. Because it was a Christmas present. And I said, let me put these nails on, and I'm just like, ooh, I usually don't wear these, and I'm just like,
They look divine and they look like my
huh?
color.
Yeah, yeah. And the funny thing is, okay, on camera they come up purple, but these are pink.
Yeah, they're pink.
They're pink. Don't ask me
They
why
look
this
purple.
camera's. They look purple, but they pink. And
Oh,
this is the weirdest thing that has been happening lately. The more I dabble in this makeup and do stuff, I started to do something Sheila has been trying to get me to do for years. Wear color.
there's been a lot. What have I done? Oh
Wear color.
yeah.
Namely pink. I was like, wait a minute, why am I putting on pink that I like? I
Yeah.
usually hate pink. But
You
some
were never
reason,
really girly, except for makeup.
yeah. And I'm just like, this pink is coming out. I'm just like, all right.
I
But
like
I can't be
people,
mad.
dear godlies, literally. As we've discussed before, I love fashion.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
pretty things. Um, I love also durable things. And yes, if I'm in the store with someone and she knows what time it is, it's time to
We
dress up.
we're a human Barbie doll. You remember them paper dolls used to play and put the clothes on it? That's what she
Yep,
teaches. That's the way she teaches us. It's like, okay, stand there like that. Put
plenty of
this
those.
clothes on here. Go ahead. Oh no, I don't like that one. Okay, put this shirt with that shirt and put this on. Okay.
This is why I play this game on my phone, where I do this whole thing actually with the little phone thing,
You got the
and
little.
I yeah, the design me up type of thing. And
Mhm.
one of the thing is that I love is that what I find is that a lot of times I see a lot of these YouTuber plus size ones who put on outfits, and I'm just like, if I had you in the store, that's not what I would have put on. And it's normally for the ones that are a lot bigger. When you're dealing with a
Mhm.
more voluminous body and different body shapes, which could be one of these podcasts one of these days. But when I see, and I'm cheap as hell, that's another thing Gwendolyn has mentioned plenty times.
This
Very
is
beyond
also
frugal.
why. This is also why this whole money series, yeah, came up because of that one.
and so and so for me, the idea is when I see a plus size body and I see the outfits that sometimes people put on themselves, I know what people are thinking. Oh, this might work for me, but I'm like, oh no. We want to show off your good qualities, and everything about you is good. But you know, I'm saying the things that make you feel comfortable. When you know you feeling, you flexing, you get more comfy, and you take more risks. When you out there and you got stuff out, and you just like, you know damn well you don't feel comfortable, but you're gonna put it on
Oh,
because you think that's what you gotta do.
oh yes, yes. She has taught me this quite so much over the years, and it's funny. Wait till you see my birthday outfit, because it's not
Oh,
really okay. So the outfit that I got is like it's simple as hell, but it's just cute. As you would
simple and
say,
works.
it's because I'm gonna go take pictures because this makeup this look too good with these nails. I'm gonna put that dress on. So my
Thank
husband,
you.
So my husband got me this great
But then you put
maxi
on the other
dress.
dress that we got.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about that. Shut up. Anyway,
And that's why she knows me well, because she know which dress I'm talking about as well.
anyway, like I was saying. So he got me this maxi
Woo,
dress.
wear it when you're 45.
Okay. I don't even remember
Wear
which dress because you have a lot of dresses. And technically, I did get rid of a lot
no,
of clothes that was not
no,
fitting
no, no.
anymore.
There is one dress in particular that I got your butt specifically. It wasn't let's recycle. This
The
was
gr- the gray dress?
the
Uh,
white dress.
the white dress. Think that got messed up. That's why I'm saying that one. I
You know
don't
which one I'm talking about, right?
know because I'm
It's
like,
a
wait a
store
minute.
that I made you put on. It's a store that I made you put on for a specific reason, but then you ended up wearing a pantsuit instead to that occasion.
Oh, see, I was thinking of the other white dress with the thing. That's in the closet. I know exactly where it is. Mhm. No,
45.
no, no, no. Because
For a photo shoot?
oh, for a photo shoot, yeah, I could do that then. No,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
ain't seeing you redoing nothing, but I just figured for a photo shoot.
Oh,
45 would be a nice one to do, a nice little portrait one.
oh no, actually, we were talking about redoing our vows and actually having a ceremony. That was all.
The
That's
dress?
been no. I was like, wait a minute. I told you this. That's always been on the table, and that's
Well, I
like at
figured I
a
don't know when you're gonna do it, so I figured 45, make it
oh, like
a
our
nice
10 year. No, like
gallery.
no, 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 like our 10 year. That's 4 more years from now. My anniversary is in February. It'll be 6 years. I
Like hot
know.
girl.
I know. It's one of those things that you think about is like y'all just been together forever, even though y'all just met. I swear, when we first started dating, everybody says like, "What? Why y'all seem like y'all known each other for the last 10 years?" It just worked out that way. It was good. This is why I'm still married. Now, back to the original thing. Can we get back to the podcast?
Yes,
Okay.
darling.
So, so yes, I will be doing that. Like 10 years. So hopefully the Rona will be gone. And we can have a nice ceremony, and I will be working by then, so I will not worry about money. Of course, I'm
People
still
will
doing.
always be worried about money.
No, I'm saying still doing on a budget, but not like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. You know,
I mean, hell, that's
I
another series. If anyone wants to know how to do a wedding on a budget, you just take the principles of what we're going to discuss today.
exactly. Now, like I was trying to say in the first place. Okay, so the dress that it got me, it's a maxi dress. It has pockets, and if anybody knows me, I love a pocket because I think it's illegal that women clothing have no pockets or fake pockets, and you can't hold nothing in there. And I don't want to have to carry my dang on purse all the time.
She said it was illegal.
Well, I it should be anyway. So
No,
he
I agree. I agree. I agree. Pockets are life. Pockets are life.
exactly now. But it has this great African. It's like having a black lady on the front of your dress. So it's that what did you call when I had that other one on in Canada? Oh, it's like that desperate housewives moment, but I ain't desperate or a housewife. You know, it's but you remember that one, and I'm like, okay, it's like I have the house dress, the moo but the good looking one is like, oh yes, I can go to the store and still look fabulous, but be comfortable as hell in my house.
I know
So
plenty of people who have a thing about, you know, you gotta look good no matter where you are.
yeah, I will
Even
look
if
good,
some
but I'll
people
be
call it over
comfortable.
the top, and some folks may call it over the top. You're just like, this is natural.
I'm gonna be comfortable,
Mm,
and I
comfortable
love
but fashionable.
yes, and I love it. So I'll be taking pictures and show you later. I might put a picture up here later. I don't know yet, but anyway, I love it. Now, the reason why not to dress. We move past that. So we're going to switch today. We're going to do our rants first because Sheila in her prayer talked about my rant. Oh, lines. Now we're going to have some rants that are pre-Rona and post-Rona. So this is a pre-Rona
Mm.
rant, but got worse in the Rona.
Mm.
Lines. We have been standing in line since pre-K, kindergarten. Everybody standing two lines. Now, as Sheila said in her prayer, why are you on my butt? I'm trying to be nice about this, but yo, get the hell away from me. I don't know why you're so close to me. I'm like, shoot, I really want a shirt that says 6 feet is down. Get the fuck back from me. Sorry, I'm cursing and so upset, but and also now that's before the Rona. Now we have a Rona. Yes, we have a vaccine, but does everybody have it? No. Half of y'all people won't take it. Half of y'all people saying, "Oh, you could take it. They're gonna put a microchip in your set. If you take it, they're gonna put a microchip and track you." I'm like, yo, you dumb babbers. They were doing that
Nah.
before with this cell phone. It has GPS in it. They can find you. Have you ever wait before you say something like I got this little joke? Have you never watched
Mm.
any cop show? CSI Miami, CSI New York, CSI and whatever the other one, LA. Okay, wait. Oh, you want to go even worse? NCIS. They got you in NCIS. New Orleans, because that's a good one. That's my favorite. And then regular NCIS. Oh, forget that. Forensic files. Oh, blue bloods. Daddy. Oh, can we just ping the tower where he next to? We tracked him by the cell phone because
They,
the
they,
thing.
they, they did that with the Capitol, the Capitol, the June 6th stuff. People were like, "Oh my
Oh,
God, they found it by pinging the towers." Yeah.
right,
No.
right. The insurrection, the failed coup. They can find you already. And wait a minute, even if the conspiracy theorists, people that are stupid with their conspiracy theories, y'all been saying they have nanites and drones that they follow you all over the place now. So why the heck they gotta inject you? Take the dang virus and stay away from me. Be-
Can I interject now?
oh wait a minute, because there was a specific story for this rant.
Mm.
So I'm in the store buying some
Mm-hmm.
bread. I am doing what I normally do, listen to my podcast. Now, the lady in front, they in my supermarket, they made it to one line, right? Now the lady in front, the guy is here, the lady is here, the F. So Gwen put space in between, right? And I'm standing away from her, and I'm cool. There's nobody behind me yet. So then this young gentleman comes up and he getting too close to me, and his mask is here, and and every time the lady moves or moves a centimeter or look like she gonna move, he move up. So I turned to him. So when we moved up in the line and I took my space, now I'm not standing directly behind it like this. I do this. So I have extra space this way. And he keeps trying to get close to me. And I look at him, I'm like, excuse me, can you either step back or pull your mask up? Being nice and said it just like that. And he just wanted to stare at me like I'm crazy and took a half a step back. So I stood there and stared at him. Stay that far away from me. Because you get any closer, I'm on a swing on you. And it's too cold out here for this mess. One, you see all these people in these dang on masks. Two, if we in New York in the winter and it's finally freaking cold. What is your effing problem? What is it with these young people, old people, stupid people who don't know how to be in a line? You do not have to be on my butt. We are all going in the same direction. They are not just because you're not close to me, the lines are going to disappear and they're not going to let you purchase your little candy bar that he had in his hand, which I did not care about. I'm like, yo, the thing is not that I'm like, they are not going to stop because they didn't see you behind me when there's 40 other people behind you. The line will keep moving. You will be seen. You will get out the store with your purchases. That does not mean we're in the store and you have to be behind me and then look at me because I asked you not to be in my personal space. Because like all the people in Flatbush and there's other people like you tell them not to be in your personal space, they want to take it as an offense. What? Did I don't want you near me? I don't know you. I don't like you. You ain't even cute. And no, you're not fine enough to get near me, and I don't care. I'm married. Even if I wasn't, and you was fine, still stand 6 feet away from me. There's a panoramic going around. Why are you here? Oh, sorry, the panoramic. I was like, look, Every podcast will
No,
be changing, be changing it around.
it's
Panoramic,
a pandemic that is going panoramic around.
panoramic, pandemic, Panda Express. I don't care. Anything with a P to get it out. And now that was be my rant. And I'm sorry about the cussing. I told y'all cuss, especially when I'm upset because this line thing. Y'all, we've established that Sheila already called me. I'm an 80-year-old with a bat. See, I added the bat because I don't like people close to me. And she's right. I do need to live in a suburb somewhere where I can get close enough to the city to do what I need to do and go home away from people.
Or
Yes,
go like early in the morning.
right. Mind you, it wasn't even that busy. It really wasn't.
No.
He just wanted to come up behind me.
Can I interject now?
Okay, go ahead. That was my rant. Sorry. I had to get that out. You
Oh no, get
understand?
it out, get it out. One, why is this country so fracking up? We
Because
have
we're
blood
idiots.
tests. We take our blood tests. We take annuals. We take physicals. Our blood is in somebody's database somewhere.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, we got cameras everywhere. Everywhere. Not just in the palm of our hands. I mean like store cameras. Some cars now have car cameras. You've got the camera on the top of the stopping lights or whatever, the
Yep.
traffic cams. So there's camera everywhere. You got weather camera forecast. Someone needs to find you, they're gonna find you.
Oh
If you
yeah.
stay on it, they're gonna find you.
Oh, and they got drones and they could track you. I'm
So
like,
what they got to do with the exam about you gonna take the vaccine? Because again, we've all taken the flu vaccine. Then you got people who are arguing about that. But here's my thing: the purpose of taking a vaccine, it's not to get rid of the vaccine. It doesn't mean you're never gonna get that particular disease. All it is to help your body have a better chance to fight that specific virus. Same reason we take the flu vaccine. I get the flu every year, yet I still take the flu vaccine. Why? So that I can have a better chance of not dying from said flu. That's the whole purpose of taking this COVID vaccine. Now, the reason why I personally am not taking it anytime soon is quite simple. I'm Black, and I'm not about to be anybody's guinea pig. On top of that, there's too many different vaccines that are coming out there. And then we have
Johnson and Johnson just came out with one too.
Yeah, exactly. Too many vaccines that are out there with different strands or different variations of what they do, depending on the test subjects that they have provided with. I would like at least a full year of vaccinations going on, close to it, where there have been more case studies, meaning there's been more people taking the tests, so that I can see, okay, looking at the journals, and I forgot the name Dr. Fauci calls it, but these are journals that are pre-journals, meaning that they come out online before they have been verified by the whole council or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know those.
And I'd like to get more information about how this affects Black women who are in their 40s, who have pre-existing conditions, whose diet is shitty, and whose health workout routines is also shitty. That's another thing. I'm currently up in weight. I'm now at 225 as of
we go. No, wait. Don't even worry about that. We get into that in a second because I got a whole spiel to say.
So that was my little 2 cents on the topics that in your rant. Now I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, because I am with her. I would like a bit more data. At least a year would be good for me, especially since I now have the heart condition, which is a second pre-existing problem. So I'm a bit more cautious when it comes to medical, just on general purposes. But I am not one of conspiracy theorists. Is like, oh, they're trying to kill us. Why? They need people to work. They need people to do stuff. They want to stay rich. They need people to be poor and to do the work. So that's the whole problem of this recession that we're in, is the poor people can't work and the rich people are not getting any more money.
I mean, you've got rich people, you got 3 specific rich people who are about to pay $55 million to take a trip in the universe.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that. I'm sorry. Okay.
I said, wow, $55 million each? Y'all couldn't have come up with something better to do for the country? But I digress.
Uh-huh.
Your money, you do what you want.
Yeah. Okay. So as we move on, so we come to the part where we talk about our stats. I ain't got none. Reason I ain't got none. Huh?
I'm 225 from 222, or was it 223? I
Yeah,
gained 2.
I stopped checking. That was the honest thing I did. I stopped checking, and I realized something. I needed to come up with a new plan because that plan was not working.
Well,
Because
that's the beautiful thing about a plan. You can always adjust.
right, so and I'm just like, I got more work to do and stuff and thing, and I'm just like, okay, I have to get a new plan because me sitting there and plugging in calorie count, which I hate and stuff, and then weighing every day, and it's like don't have the brain power. So new plan is this.
Hmm.
So the Noom thing did what it was supposed to do, but I do not have the mental capability at the current moment to stick with it. I'm just
Okay.
gonna let it. I'm gonna let it go because I tried. And I'll also see for both of us, we are back in school. Yay! And I am in my last semester, which they're gonna try and kill me, but not kill me at the same time because I'm taking less classes. But like, dang, it seems like a lot more work. So my schedule is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now because I'm gonna give you the overgrad. I'm taking
Uh,
three. I am taking 3 classes,
hmm.
and then I am also doing field, which is 15
Hmm.
hours a week. Then I am also doing my first job, which is 9 hours a week. Then I'm also now I just got a new job, so I have a second job. I haven't started yet, and that'll be 20 hours a week. Yeah, I don't know how I'm
Oh,
the
you're
three.
forgetting some. You're forgetting some jobs.
Oh wait a minute, I ain't done yet. Okay, then there's this podcast, which this is the
Yeah.
fun. It's not really a job because I just come up here and we just BS all day.
It's a job. It's a company. It's our company.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm a director, producer, whatever you
Everything.
think of. Yeah, pretty much until I tell her to do stuff. And
I like to be the marketer. That's
yeah,
pretty
she,
much.
she she is very good at that. That's why I told her to do stuff. Then and then let's see, I gotta take care of my mama, who's doing
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Caregiver. Caregiver.
Yeah, and then there's cooking, so I'm like, and
Mm-hmm.
cleaning and just the regular
Housewife
life.
work. Housewife work.
Yeah, but the
Well,
hubby,
technically, she was still doing that before she was a housewife as well. So.
yeah, but hubby helping with that. So I basically have to be in five. I'm going to be attached to this. I'm not 5 places at the same time. I'm just going to be attached to this computer and this said desk,
And that's without
making it work.
children.
Thank you, Jesus. If I had children, I'd scream and cry.
I don't think you would, though. Honest to God, the conversations that I have with the people and the things that I ever see, I think that mothers tend to be weird people, but at the same time, they juggle things differently.
No, yeah.
And I've noticed that with women who are in the swing of it, like not brand new mamas. Brand new mamas don't know shit. Love all my friends who are, love you. but it's the mamas who've had like their kids for like at least 2 years, and they're at the point of
No.
like, I got this.
Oh
They
no,
got it.
no. My homegirl, she was doing that. She had like 2 jobs, full-time classes, and she was a culinary student, and she got 4 kids.
They
So
figure
I'm like,
stuff out.
yeah, she was doing work study with me. So I'm like, yeah. So they figure it out. I'm like,
And it's a bomb schedule. This bomb schedule, how they figure stuff out. So I have to say, I said moms do figure stuff
mhm.
out. So I think it. And then for us, if we were to be blessed with children or child, um, in our 40s, I've watched enough YouTubers who are in their 40s and who are moms to kind of gain some idea. But at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather have you in my 40s so that in my 70s, I ain't gotta deal with you.
That would be my mama.
I don't want to deal with you in my
No,
70s. I want you to take care of me at that point.
no, literally, mommy.
Yes, I know your parents are old. Sure.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, she in her 80s, and I'm taking care of her, and I'm in my 40s. I'm
Yeah,
like,
when we were in high school, we were like, how old are your parents?
yeah, and I'm like, mhm. Yeah.
But you know, the thing is, I have another colleague, a colleague friend. I say colleague friend because she's currently my colleague, but she's also like a friend. Who her parents are the same. You know, her parents are in their 90s.
Hmm.
So,
See,
and I know, you know, so it's like, and she's an only child for her one of her parents. Her mother had other children, again, similar to you.
yep.
And so she's got nieces, nephews, all that rang. But like literally, she's her dad's only child. And yeah, she takes care of her parents.
Hmm.
Her
That's it.
pets are her children. And I
Hmm.
say, where do you? They're her children. They're her babies.
Oh no, I understand that. If I
Yes,
could afford,
you were a dog lover. You had a dog at one point.
I had, yeah, most of my life I had a dog. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted another dog, but I'm not paying these absorbent prices for a dog, and that's going to the
You
shelter.
could get a hamster or a gerbil.
That's not a dog.
They still respond, don't they? Now, I don't like hamsters though.
I don't. There's like little rats in your thing. I'm good.
No, no, no. Hamsters, they no. Lloyd has a pet rat, and they actually that pet rat doesn't do much. It just sits and eats and sleeps.
Yeah, I'm good. I want a dog that I can play with, do something. Yeah, but see, they,
You could
up
do the
here,
same with a rat. I just don't do it because
no.
his pet rat's in a cage next to his pet snake.
Hmm. Yeah, see, Lloyd likes animals. I don't.
He's a veterinarian technician for a reason.
I know. That's why I am not. No, but up here, would they wanted $400 for a dog.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, see, that's why I don't have a dog now. Cause I'm like,
not a pig.
I'm not gonna be one of them people in New York with a pig. I'm sorry, no.
Oh, okay, it was an offer.
I know, but no. Anyway, so back to what I was saying about my new plan. So my new plan is because since school started, I can kind of organize my schedule a little bit better. So I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try a challenge. You know, one of them 30-day challenges that people do. So,
Priscilla just started one.
oh, okay, cool.
She put
So
it on the Fitbit.
yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh, that's not what I'm doing. But I'm gonna try. Cause um,
Well, I
see,
meant if both of y'all gonna do something for 30 days, y'all could cheer each other on.
oh yeah, that's true.
30
But
days
I'm
is
like,
something.
I
30
haven't
days is the same thing.
I haven't like got it down. But the idea is this:
Hmm.
I am gonna do not exactly 30 days, but I'm gonna do the whole month. So from Monday to Friday, right? That's when I'm gonna work out, and then
How many
rest
minutes?
on. I didn't finish. Would you let me finish? There's still words coming out of my mouth. Mm. Like I was saying, people. See, you see the interruption and stuff I have to deal with all the time. I was explaining what I was explaining. Now, anyway, like I said, I'm gonna
Genuinely
be.
why I put myself on mute from time to time.
Oh yeah, she does this because I scream at her all the time. So Monday to Friday, I'm gonna work out, and then on Saturday and Sunday is the times I'm gonna give my body, the rest. Because they say you shouldn't work out so much, especially since I'm trying. Now, this is what we're gonna do. Well, they say like 2 days on, 2 days off, something like that. I've heard people say this. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start with at least 10 minutes of workout. So I'm like, because I'll get my blood moving and stuff like that. Now I'm going to be going in between stretching type yoga stuff to the low impact walking exercises, as I call our Korean boys with Alec. Yeah, Sheila.
Christian yoga.
Yes, I know that's the thing. You told me that before.
Well, no,
But
I meant you can get your devotions and your workout on at the same time for 10 minutes. Kill two birds with one stone.
that is true. Okay. I will probably think about that. But that's the idea that I have, and then build on because I was saying this like I get up in the morning, do some stuff, and before I get into the shower, thing I could do the workout then, and
So in
then
2 weeks, you'll recap and tell us how that's going.
exactly, and
Okay.
doing like that and see how that works and which exercises I like and what I'll do, and try to really create a habit. And since now I can incorporate my real schedule and not, I'm off, let's just do everything, and meaning absolutely nothing but sit in my bed and watch TV. So I was like, okay, that's going to be the plan. And that's what I'm working out. So I will do the weigh-ins before the podcast because I at least can give you guys some numbers and I can see what I'm doing, not just,
Where's your scale?
in the bedroom.
You want to run and tell us what your weight is now, so you know exactly what it is by next week, in 2 weeks?
No.
Oh, she straight up gave the eye and like, no, not really. I don't feel like doing that shit. That's literally what her face said, people. So those who are listening to this, her face literally said, no, I ain't doing that shit. It's like my birthday's tomorrow and I want to feel good. Sorry.
I was about to say I could do it in the morning tomorrow, but I'm not getting up there and doing it now. I don't want to.
Woo! My God. All right. So, as the camaraderie thing, I will attempt to do 10 minutes. But then I also plan to attempt 10 minutes. I'll try to do the actual Christian yoga stuff. I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yes, people, I am trying to be efficient with my plans. And 2, I will try on the weekends to do the intermittent fasting on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, that way, I will be still doing something, because the goal here is March is so showing up, and I would like to say we have kept at least 10 pounds off our bodies by then.
I would love that too.
Because the goal was a certain number. I forgot at the present moment. No, 30, because we originally said 70 by March. We have noticed and shown that shit ain't happening. And then we cut that sucker in half-ish. And I said half-ish.
No, we both said we wanted to lose at least 20 pounds.
Right. So we dropped it.
Right. That was the bare minimum where we could start.
Yeah. Right now we're doing
keep going.
10.
Yeah.
Because I think we started, because I think when we started again in September, I was at 234 because I was under 240, and I think it was at 234, and right now I'm at 225.
Yeah, I was at
I want to be at 220.
Right, and I just want to get below 260.
Yeah. Literally the idea is for us to at least anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds down from where we were in September.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'll be happy if we could start that way, because then if we can get there, we can go forward, and keep losing.
Prove a point. The idea here, people, is to prove a point that yes, in our 40s, it takes forever, shit, to lose weight. And I've been weaning off my meds, my weight loss meds. Yes, people, there's a thing called phentermine. If you are a diabetic, your private practice doctor can prescribe them to you every 6 months. I'm in the interim of switching doctors, so I haven't gone to my new doctor yet. So I have been weaning myself off of the phentermine and still trying to remind myself when I remember to put stuff into my net diary, to set up Fitbit challenges. I know my ass ain't going nowhere, but I'm trying to move more in the house, so I can at least do some exercise.
Now the funny thing is about these Fitbit challenges. Yeah. Now it's depending. I swear it's the flip of a coin for the 2 of us. Because 1 or 2 things will happen as this coin flips when she put these challenges in. We killing it. We're like, yeah, flip. All right, we get to moving. Yeah. And then the next flip, nothing happens. I'm like, she just put up these new ones. I was like, what couldn't you do yesterday when I had killed all my steps and did this? And then nothing. And then like the other time she did it, we were in there fighting like, yeah, I got this. And then now I was like,
I don't even try to fight against anybody else but Gwen. So I'm not even gonna lie.
I try. I really do try. And I'm just like, I
Can't
showed
fall.
up. I showed up.
And here's the thing. One thing I feel sad about sometimes with people on the Fitbit challenges when people quit. I'm like,
Yeah, but
come
why
on,
y'all
people. Even if you
quitting?
at the end, even if you at the end, don't quit.
Yeah, but that's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to move on. So this is kind of part. So I'll give the intro and everything and catch people up, and then Sheila going to take this. So this is the kind of, I said money magic part 2. So, but this is the second, well, whatever. So what we're going to talk about today is home ownership and the way your money works. Now, if you have been on the interwebs, everybody talking about stocks and the GameStop thing, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. So don't think that. Okay? And then, so the funny part about this is Sheila taught me this years ago of how to do the money magic and budgeting yourself and looking for things that you're happy that you really want, and getting things you need, as we said last time, want versus need, which I find hilariously funny is that, as I said earlier, I got a new job. So I'm like, yay, I have a little bit more cheddar coming in, and I'm going to diversify the money. And we already said it with savings is going, which did this. We're going to open up a new account in his name so, these people don't follow me and stuff like that. And I'm laughing. I am laughing because I don't know what happened to me and my husband. And I'm including my husband in this because Sheila done help with this. We have become the, the, the beautiful stewards of money, meaning, and we have become practical. Like my girlfriend is semi mad at me because she wanted to buy me a birthday present, and she asked me, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know what I want because I already bought everything. I got everything that I needed. You're on mute." If y'all listen to this and you can't see nothing, Sheila is talking to us while she is on mute because she's trying not to
Well, because
interrupt
I'm
me with us.
saying it, but I don't want to say it yet because I haven't interjected. So this is me talking, even though I'm really not supposed to be talking while she's talking. So that's why you see this lips moving. But I know I'm on mute.
Okay, because I'm just explaining to the people who can't see you because it's funny. People really, y'all really, 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 for both of our facial expressions, because y'all really need to come on our YouTube page and after you listen to this, watch this so you can see the funny that went together. Now, back to what I was saying though, right? Because, see, the reason why she's like, you are too practical. You already bought everything that you wanted, and I can't get you something simple. And the gift that I'm really giving you, we're not going to use until spring because it's a massage. And I'm like, no, don't give it to me now. Let's wait till midterms because we both in school. When we're reading it, she's like, yes. Then we could go to dinner and get the rub. Yeah, see, okay, see, practical. So
I was saying you can get some stock.
yeah, that's true, but I'm not going into that right now.
$5.
I know that, but I'm not doing that right now because I don't want to.
This is why I wasn't
Oh,
going to interject.
I know. Okay, bye. Anyway, I don't want to. And so back to what I was saying, right? So it's just funny because of how she taught us. It's like you could get pretty much everything you want if you're patient and you budget your money properly and you think about your money. You don't worry about the way she explains it and stuff is you think about today, but you really think about 10 years from now and what you really want to do and how to do it. Because most people today, they only worry about today and maybe tomorrow, or they just worry about Friday when they get their check and what they're going to do Friday night, not what's going to happen on Monday when you got to pay rent. So this is a lot of things that people are doing. So this is why I say we started this whole series and stuff that she can e- lightly explain what we do. Now, we ain't experts, we ain't nothing, we ain't got no. So just say, disclaimer, these are suggestions, not telling you what to do. We
Mm-hmm.
are not licensed to do anything. This is a podcast. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is something that with the money that we're talking about with the home ownership. Now, like she was saying earlier, I don't know if we're recording or not, but like for me, I do want to own a home. I love my apartment. I want to own a home. But if I right now, it's on the back burner because, well, I'm in school trying to get established and stuff like that. But the difference is what she's telling you is that you don't have to wait till you have $1 million in the bank account to own a home. Mine is on the back burner for now is because I am in school. Even if I'm still in school, I could still have a house. I just choose to focus on certain things at this moment. Yes, she is making, for the people who are listening, yes, she is making hand gestures, everything, agreeing with what I'm saying, and all kinds of stuff. Please go to the YouTube and watch this because she's stupid. Because she wait to interject and say, yes, she said everything correctly. But as I move on, so, because a lot of people think if you have a job that, say you get 30,000 a year, you can't afford a home. That's BS. Yes, you can. You can afford a home and a car and still go on vacation. You just have to learn to budget and plan properly. And you can have a kid on that too, because you have to think about something like this. People from generation to generation has been doing this for years. And then it's
Broke.
like, bro, exactly. It, that's why we have a song, make a dollar out of 15 cents, you know? And you have to do these things and understand. So now she's going to give you the little bit more technical aspects of it. And I gave you the overview. Go ahead.
Yes, she did. Thank you. Thank you, Gwen. So as she said, we're not licensed. I have been working in customer service for 20 customer relations, customer service, whatever you want to call it, for 28 years total. 12 of those years I spent in retail customer service, and then the last 16 years have been in consumer retail finance. Pretty much what that means, I'd be at your local credit union or bank. Now, and I also have gone through the process of a first-time home buyers program here in the state of Maryland. But again, what I'm about to state can be worked on in any state or commonwealth for the US. The couple of things I want to just make sure that everyone kind of like writes down for themselves as we go. First thing first, honestly, what we talked about last 2 weeks ago is understanding your budget. And what I mean by that is know how much you can actually afford, even on one salary. So even if there's two people that plan to actually pay the mortgage the current same way you pay your rent, okay, if you're paying rent or you live with your parents or whatever, know your budget. And what I mean by that, don't think grandiose. What Gwen said earlier is very much correct. A lot of people think, oh, I'm making a certain amount of money, oh, I could stretch. When they say, oh, I can afford $600. Can you really? I'm going to give an example of what I mean. When I speak to certain members who are trying to buy a car and they go, oh, well, I can afford about $600 a month. I said, so is that including gas? Is that including car insurance? No, not even the car note. Is that the car note is what they're saying that they can do for 600. And I said to them, I always say to them, it's like, does that include your annual inspection? Okay. Does that include your gas to fill up your tank? Does that include putting money aside for maintenance in case something happens to your vehicle?
Or also in New York, parking, because we got a meter everywhere.
Exactly. And those are the things that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration. As she said before, a lot of people think of it right now, but they're not thinking of the future focus. And that's really what it is. You need to focus on the future. And that's why you need to know your budget, your true budget, not your high grandiose budget, what you think you can do, but your honest to God today budget. And so once you know your budget, once you've actually checked your bank account, you've done what we talked about in the last series, basically knowing what's going in and out of your bank statement. Pay attention to it. Pay attention. I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Look at your bank statement. I literally had a person I was talking to today, a member, who I kept saying, you want to take a look at your bank statement? Because literally she had over $2,000 in the last 4 months out of her bank account, and she didn't pay attention to it. I'm like, and it could be insurance for her child.
She didn't know about $2,000.
Right. That would not have happened to neither one of us. We'd have been like, what was this?
I'm like, wait a minute, that's my rent. I could buy a whole
Lady,
new wardrobe. I'm
lady,
like, oh my God,
but you
no.
have
And
people
but
who live
wait a minute, hold on, hold on, hold on.
on
How
retirement
you just lose 2 grand and not notice?
because people, well, I repeat,
I
this
don't.
lady is
I
on,
notice if I lost $2. I'm like, where's my
on
money?
retirement. Again, she's on retirement. And a lot of times we have people that just call in to hear your balance. And they just readjust their budget if they even are keeping track. That's why again I say
Yeah,
know
that's
your
true.
budget. Know what you are actually spending per month. Know what's coming in and out your account. What are you putting your money towards? Know your budget. If you know you struggle to pay the rent and your rent is over if your rent is $2,000 and you struggling to pay the rent, but you telling somebody at the mortgage company, oh, I can afford to pay for 3,000. No, you can't.
Hmm.
No, you can't because you can't barely do 2,000. So how you going to tell me you're going to do 3,000? So again, know your real honest to God budget. Also, like Gwen said also earlier, as we said again, if two people plan on paying for the mortgage, base your budget on one person because this pandemic alone has shown people that income ain't on per check all the time. Some people get furloughed, some people lose jobs. So again, know your budget. The next thing you should also know is your must-haves. What must be in the new home that you're looking to purchase? Can I not deal with a grandiose kitchen? Do I just need a stove, a refrigerator, and someplace to put the groceries? Some people want, oh, it's a brand new house. I want to have granite countertops, hardwood floors. Great. But at the end of the day, this granite countertops and hardwood floors going to cook the food and put the food in the fridge to store the said food. If that's not the case, then
Okay,
that's not a
you know,
home.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. You talk about the kitchen. I'm just like, that's gonna be a breaker for me. I need a good kitchen. I cook.
Well, see, you need a good kitchen, not a bedazzled kitchen.
Oh, see, no, I don't need a bedazzled kitchen. The biggest thing I want in the kitchen is a farmer's sink. That's that big, doofy, deep one. I will
Now,
pay to.
everybody,
I will.
listen,
Hmm?
you hear what Gwen is saying. She would pay to upgrade or pay the extra to have said sink. She
Yes.
knows what her must have is.
Hmm. That's the thing. And I know that with this must have, it does not have to come with the house. I could
Mhm.
go and actually order it, down to Home Depot to Lowe's and pay somebody to put it in. But it does not
Exactly.
have to come with the house. I just need, the space for the sink, and as
She
long
just
as it
needs to make
works.
sure that the space is there so that she can do it. So again, what she just said is knowing what you want in your home, knowing the square footage that you need. And that's another thing. Why I say that's important, knowing your must-haves. Because again, a lot of people may I need two separate bathrooms. Truth is, sometimes people just need a full bath and a half bath,
Hmm.
not two full baths. A lot of times people say, oh, I need to have two places so people can go take a shower. Truth is, you just need a sink and a toilet because you need some people just go to the potty one place, wash and brush their teeth and face in one while someone else is taking the shower. And then you can switch. Some people may need, oh, I need 2, 3 bedrooms on the main floor, or I need space to convert something into a bedroom on the first floor. So again, understanding your must-haves and what you can actually live without, because that's important when you're starting to look for housing. And because that's, you may want a fixer upper, or you may want a house that's move-in ready but can still have upgrades done to it as the years go by, where you can increase the value of the home. So that's another thing, knowing what you really want in a house and what you're okay without having. 3, save your good faith estimate. Now here's what a good faith estimate is. Pretty much it's the money that you're gonna give on a contract to hold a contract. So when you find a house that you actually like, and guess what? You're gonna have to offer a bid. You're going to have to give some money and say, okay, look, this is how much I'm willing to put down to hold this contract while we go into negotiation. While you may be looking at somebody else's, I may say, like, for instance, being me and Gwen, we both say, look, we see a house, the house offer is going for, let's say, 150. She's willing to give them up front 140 with no closing cost assistance And on top of that, she's giving $1,000 towards $1,000 towards the contract to give as a title. Now, this good faith estimate will come back to you. It will go towards the actual closing of the home. It's not for the seller itself at the end at that specific moment, but they will end up getting it because you're purchasing a house. But anyway, whereas if let's say I'm giving 145, but I'm asking for 145, but I do want at least maybe $2,000 towards the closing. They may not go with me because she's not asking for help at all, and I am. Even though it's a $3,000 difference, they may not go with that. But the main thing is the good faith estimate is just to put that check on to give them to say, hey, I'm serious about buying your house.
Now, okay, I'm going to pause you here because I want to reiterate some things for the people. She did these numbers that she just put out is not hundreds of thousands of dollars, because that's what people think the houses are. It's like, oh, I have to put down $10,000. Did you not hear say 1,000? 2,000 and 3,000. There was no double-digit numbers. There is no astronomical crazy price of things that you have to do. It's pretty much a month's rent, especially in New York.
You could literally also do 500. Let me just interject that. You could even do a $500.
Exactly. So these are the things that that she taught me, and that we wanted to let you guys know, because a lot of people think, oh, they're playing Monopoly or Life, and I have to put down all the money at one time that I don't have, and they're gonna screw me over on this, that, and third, and I'm not gonna have no money. I'm like, no, you're not going, because the way we're talking about it is you're not gonna be house poor, meaning you have a house but you're poor. That's what we're trying to dismay.
Yeah.
Right. That you can do this if you budget properly and you think about it. You can do this, because a lot of people, if you could pay your rent every month, you can put $1 to the side and look, hey, you got some money later in a couple of months if you don't touch it. That is the main thing. What you do, if you put the money to a side, even if you do it at home like they tell you to do the coupon thing, the envelopes, and you put your money in this envelope. Do not touch said envelope. I am saying this to people.
No, keep going. Go.
Okay, I am saying this to people because they say, oh, I got savings. I do that. Oh, I'm going to transfer $20 over here so I can get this little thing here. Because, then you ain't got savings. You just have another checking account. And you must learn this. If you have a savings, now you can have two savings.
Specifically for something.
Right. See, this is where I was. Okay, I'm going to go into this part now. This is where the second part I was telling her about this. It's because she taught me this.
I was about to say it.
Yeah. Now, you can have multiple banking accounts at different institutions. Huh?
I said this is why I said you could teach this class.
I know that, but I'm not doing everything by myself on this podcast. You have to put your 5% in, so shut up.
Hurry up, I gotta tell him. Talk.
Anyway, yes, can you tell we're a family and we've been friends for too dang on long? And I'm like, look, that's my sister. We're gonna do this every day, all day. That's not the point, though. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So,
cheers.
One of the things that she taught me is multiple accounts and also in multiple banking things. So this comes in the fact of knowing your bank statement, because if you have them in multiple, say you have one in Bank of America, then TD, and then Chase. Even though I don't like Chase because they have too many fees, but that's just me.
Hey, that's another thing. Find a financial institution that doesn't have as many fees, or have ways for you to be able to avoid or waive those fees by certain transactions that you do. So pay attention to what banks are out there.
Exactly. So say if you have a vacation fund, which is something Sheila does all the time. And so I do it too.
I'm going nowhere.
The world is closed. We have to deal with it. It's just closed. Stop trying stuff. Because sometimes everybody goes somewhere, the numbers go up. I'm like, look, I'm staying in my bloody house. I know. I understand. Because I'm like, when the world opens up and I have that nice, lovely job, me and you, we can go. Actually, I don't even need me and you. Me and Kim are going to Canada. We're going to go.
He has a husband. She could take him.
No, because he's been there. He likes it. I'm like, yeah. And we keep talking. The funny thing is, we keep talking about where we're going to go. I was like, Canada's looking better and better.
I
Not just
agree
because
there.
of you, not because of this universal health care that nice people and stuff like that. It's just I can't deal with this heat. And and I love the summer. And Canada has summer. It's beautiful up there too. Because we went
You
there
know
in
what?
both. And I'm like, hmm. You
Same
mean I
here.
could, I could get the cold. I could deal with Canada's cold. I've been there when it's cold. Hmm.
Mm.
Because we was there on my birthday, and I was like, we learned to get their coat, not our coat.
Oh my God. I went there one time with my mother. It was we spent there for New Year's. And it was minus 54. And yeah, that was cold.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, back to what I was saying
Back
with
to the
the
shares.
sorry, back to the thing. So you got multiple accounts to be able to do with different things. So like she has money market and then what she calls shares and stuff like that and different things. And then you have the IRA. Now, yes, I was getting it. Yes, I am a good student and I pay attention. Would you let me finish?
Oh.
Okay. Now, the reason why you would have multiple accounts, because a lot of people think, why do I need more than one account? I don't get it. I don't understand. Because the lines of what money goes where gets blurred. And
Mm,
that is the main thing. Because if you have one savings account, you are not going to remember that only $50 is meant for savings. 200 is meant for to pay this bill. This is meant for this. It just looks like one number. But if you have it in multiple accounts, you know who goes to what. So say you got money market, you got $50 in there. That money market account is only for vacation or shopping. Then you have your savings account. Okay, that'll be the emergency money that I need right now in case somebody fall down and I need to do something. Now your IRA, what that is that's retirement. You don't touch that till you old. And I mean old.
or or if you truly suck at savings for your good faith estimate or a down payment for your home, that 10%, the United States government allows you to take out 10% of a individual retirement arrangement or an individual retirement account. Some people call it an account, but it's technically an arrangement. You can take out 10% tax penalty free.
Mhm.
And that does allow you to use that for a down payment or close to closing cost for your home.
Exactly. So, and I always talk did the IRA as retirement. Leave that alone. Leave that in there unless it's like
You
dire
got
dire unless it's dire emergency and
that
you ain't got
really
check outs.
medical, dire medical issues or even education as well.
Yeah. So that's why there is the different accounts that you would do, and it helps you to be able to see things clearly. It's basically like having different notebooks for different classes. You're not gonna have
Mhm.
all your notes in one book because you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I'm in math, but I should be in English. Oh, that was science. Oh, dang, I don't know which one. Dang it, and throw the whole book away. See, that's what you don't do.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and that was my 2 cents. Now she can go back and keep talking.
But yeah, so what she said is correct because it is good to have that diversification. Also, one of the reasons why I always suggest having at least more than one financial institution, because you can have all of these multiple shares within the same financial institution. But why I always say it's good to at least have one additional financial institution is because let's just say your card breaks. Your debit check card. People apparently live by their debit check card because they don't know what else to do with their lives. And if you only had one card and that card breaks, guess what? You have to wait to get another card. Some people are like, oh, I can just walk to the branch. Yeah, most banks nowadays are either by appointment only, or you
Oh,
stand
but
in
wait,
a
but
waiting.
but but wait. Most branches can be closed because there's a panoramic going around,
Yes, what she just said.
and and
So
and that's and that's a problem that we have because back to said rant earlier with the lines.
yes, we don't like to do those. So that's why it's very important to at least have another additional financial institution where you can do that. Or you can even look at some of the third party companies like Cash App or Venmo or PayPal that actually offer debit check cards to house funds within their system, which is pulled from your financial institution, either by ACH, automatic clearinghouse, or by using a debit card from your financial institution to pull that in through Visa or MasterCard for a charge. So again, having multiple ways to get to your finances is a better option. But also putting money aside is also a better option. If I cannot tell you how many times I have to tell people, why are you here at this last minute looking for money for the holidays when you know who you're going to be buying gifts for since January? So you could have had a holiday club or a share that you specifically put aside just for holiday gifts. And guess what? Don't spend more than what you actually put aside for savings.
Thank you.
So again, know that. Keep your bank accounts, next, moving on, keep your bank account shares from being in the negative. What I say by that, don't go negative. Again, that goes back to the beginning. Know your budget. Pay attention to your bank account. Look at the statements, because you don't want to go negative. Because if you've been paying attention to your bank account, guess what? You know how much is coming out of your account at all times. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and you don't lose $2,000. I'm like, how did she? I still don't get that. How you
I
not
have
know?
members who've lost way more than that.
But that's not the point. I'm just like,
No, I feel you. I get you. I got you. Trust me.
see, when you broke, losing $2 is a lot.
What?
You know, and I'm just like,
I have seen bank accounts go into the negative for less than $1, and they end up having to pay over $100 in fees.
Yeah, because them fees, that's why I said I don't like Chase, because Chase has a lot of fees. And I'm like,
And the thing is, well, every financial institution has a fee, and there's a reason for that. It's based on negotiables. If you swipe your card or give your card information for a purchase, you are agreeing to pay said purchase. When that company, through Visa or MasterCard, tries to debit your financial account that's connected to the card you gave them, and there's no money there, you have defaulted on the agreement of payment. Okay? That's what happens. So when you have agreed with your financial institution that says that if you are short for transactions that are coming in for goods, money, and you don't have it, and that the financial institution should cover it, well, guess what? We then have to cover that charge. It's not free. There's a usage fee that you got to pay. That's not refundable because you agreed, because your butt was short. I've had to pay them.
Oh yeah, we've all had to do that. Oh, we've done. Everybody's made that mistake at least once.
It's because I work in the finance departments. I don't get a waiver. Okay.
No, you should have known better the first time.
That's what they normally say. And so even if it's and people like to say, tell me all the time, oh, but it's not my fault. Well, technically it is.
It is your fault.
It's your account. And we're not, unless you got a personal banker, that's not our job.
Yeah.
You are your own personal banker.
Now
why I'm saying.
Now wait, I'm going to say a joke, right? Because I'm like, now, we are called godly spiritual ladies. So no, this is something where we're going to be real with you. You can't pray your way out of this. Because Kev on stage got a joke about when he was broke in college and he was trying to get a McDouble. And he was like, I'm going to pray. You're going to walk 7 times around the cashier. And he's going to run the car. And it's like, denied. Run it again. That's my God. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, still was denied. Beautiful prayer though. If y'all look it up, it's online. It's funny. But I was just like, yes.
The joke. I love TikTok. I like watching TikTok, and I was literally the other day watched a TikTok where was it for bankers, and so this woman who worked at a bank, she was explaining how a member came into her bank saying the bank stole her money. Trust me, I've heard this story before myself. Y'all stole my money. You stole my money. And then they pulled up when she finally calmed enough for them to pull up her account. When she finally gave the account, they looked at her account and said, ma'am, you took the money out of the ATM machine. And she goes, yeah, I know I took the money out of the ATM machine. Again, where's my money in my bank account? The reps had to try to explain to her again, ma'am, let me show you your information. See, you went to the bank, you went to the ATM, here, and you took this amount, which reduced the amount in your checking account. No. I took the amount out of the ATM machine. That has nothing to do with my account. But your card is connected to your account, which is pulling the money at the ATM from your account.
So she just thought this money magically appeared?
Yes.
Because she went to the ATM. Oh, Lord.
Yes.
I got,
So, yes.
wait a
Yes.
minute. I got you one. I got you one. I got you one. As how stupid that woman was. I worked in customer service too, right? It was a
Oh,
it was an online clothing company, right? Now it was little girl's clothing, right? So the little girl got a mama credit card and she was trying to buy these clothes. I said, okay, cool. We got this is your order. Okay. So you got your card ready? Okay, cool. What's the number? Ba 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 ba. Okay, cool. What's the name on the card? Visa. No, 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 man. What's the name on the card? I said Visa. What's the name on the card? Can I talk to your mama? Cool. Okay, mom, how you doing? Thank you. Oh no, it's not a problem. I just want to make sure I help her. I just need to know the name on the card. Visa. I literally had to tell this boy, "What's your name?"
and is your
Oh,
name
you
on the
meant my.
card?
You meant my. Oh, see, I'm sorry. Then she told me her name on the card. This is a real phone call, mind you. I was just like,
And I know it was.
I
This
said,
is why I say finance needs to go back in schools because
oh,
I don't understand how home economics is no longer in classes.
ooh, ooh, cause
We
I'm
are
just
raising the land of oh my.
yes, and that's why I said she didn't know that it was coming out of. I'm like, where did she think it was coming from?
The
Cause
ATM. I swear to God, she thought the ATM was free money. And I was like, if that was the case, everybody would have been at the ATM machine. Stimulus check at the ATM.
oh, that's what I said. That's why I'm like, yo, okay, I'm queen of facial expressions. That's why I just went. It's like that meme that's on Twitter. That was like that meme on Twitter. That mm, yeah, yeah. It's one of those. I'm like, I will put that if I knew how to edit, I will put that right then and there for our faces. But I'm just like, mm,
Please, people, pay attention to your bank accounts
yes,
and don't let them go negative.
and
Please
and and,
understand what's
and
going
also
on.
remember, elves do not give you free money, so stop it.
So again, let's not go negative. Why? Because when you are trying to finance a house and you go to a mortgage company to have your credit pulled, guess what? They also going to ask you for your mama, your blood type, your last child, and your bank statements for over a year or two. And they want to see how you handle money. That's why
Hmm.
even if you put $5 aside for per paycheck, it shows that you have an active ability to save.
Hmm.
If they see negative balances often and fees, they say, oh, this person don't know how to manage their bank account. Maybe this person don't need a loan.
Exactly.
So make sure you pay attention to your bank account. Keep that in check. Next thing we're going on to moving forward is do your research. And what I mean by that means just do your research, meaning figure out what area you want to move to. Look at different websites like Zillow or different real estate sites that can show you property prices. Make it a point to look how much places cost, either a condo, either a townhouse, duplex, um, single family, land, if that's what you're going for. Look at the research. And why I mean that is because you want to see how much prices are in certain areas. Every city, every state is different. So you want to do the research to see, oh, in this area, the costs are roughly around here, average. So that way you know, okay, if you look at those calculators online, if my interest rate is roughly around this amount, and don't glitter yourself, people. Don't glitter yourself. When I say that, don't put the lowest interest rate when you're using those calculators. Put the highest that you can possibly get to. You want to know why? If you know where your credit score currently is, if you know you're not in 7 plus, but you're more like 5 something, 580, I'm gonna need you to use the highest interest rate. Okay, that lets you figure out if my interest rate is this, and if I'm coming in with zero because I'm in a program that I've gotten my research from to help me with my first time home buying program, this helps me to figure out how much I'm going to be paying per month and if this is feasible for me to do. So that's important. Do your
Okay.
research.
Now, as interjecting with the research,
Mm.
this also means not just the neighborhood where you live in. You have to think about When this research is just like, oh, this neighborhood looks pretty, I'll go stay here. No, no, there's more research into that. Okay, how's the school district? How's the crime in that area? How is the public transportation if you don't drive? Now, if you do drive, how is the gas mileage? Where you gonna get? How is it 5 minutes, 20 minutes? Is it in traffic, out of
I'm
traffic?
so proud of her, people.
I paid attention. I argued you down, but I paid attention. And you have to see things like that. It's kind of like, I'll give you an example. This apartment, like when we first moved here, this building had a bad reputation, but that was like 10 plus years ago. When I came back and we were looking for this apartment, I looked around. I said, wait a minute. Okay, the bus right there, literally across the street, supermarket right there. This was before the laundry was in my room. There's one right there, and everything that's in walking distance of the area. And I'm like, I can get to Manhattan in 2 seconds flat. I can get to Queens in 2 seconds flat. I ain't going to the Bronx, so we ain't got to worry about that. But it was more convenient in realizing that this area is fantastic. That's why I said, I'm not moving out of this apartment. The only way you get me out of this apartment is I'm going into my house. And I'm like, no, we're going to sign that lease until I get into my house. When I get my house, then I will leave. But I might actually just try to stay in this area, even though people get on my nerve and they don't know how to think. I could cuss them out and I'll be all right, to form a line. But the area is good, so you have to understand and see those type of things when you're thinking. You're like, oh, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got to worry about it. Okay, yeah,
You
God
don't have
got a
to
sense.
today.
That's what I was going to say. God has a sense of humor. We were literally just talking about how many people in their 40s have kids. My mama did the same thing. And I wasn't surprised because she was married to my dad for 5 years. And then I said, surprise! Literally, they didn't know. They thinking they old. Well, we ain't have no kids.
And
So
then you're
you
like, wait, my back hurt.
thank you. So these are the things that you have to understand and see when you're doing the research for everything around. Now,
Mm-hmm.
mind you, even if you don't even think about kids, think about it. Am I close enough to my good pizza place? Do they got good Chinese food? Because you got to have a good Chinese food spot. Because I'm like, it's
And
Chinese food spot.
resale value, because you may not stay at that place forever. You want to
That is
look at
true.
resale value. You want to look at rental potential. And at the same time, you also, part of that research is what I slightly touched on, was programs. Finding programs that offer money to first-time home buyers. You may have to research, because you have to look to see, okay, how do you qualify for some of those particular programs? How much are they offering at some of those programs? Because some programs may give you a certain amount, like a couple of thousand. Some may give you good, decent. And then some, like mine, gives you guap, $25,000 that I
Yeah.
don't have to pay back. Ergo. And there's actually a lot of them that do that. So you check with HUD, you check with your state, you check with the city, you check with the county, you see what programs are out there, and then you do what the hell you have to get into those said programs.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times it has nothing to do with, oh, I make such and such. No, they're meant for people who don't have a lot of money and whose credit isn't the best in the world.
Exactly. They're meant for the screw ups, which is like pretty much those programs are meant to be used like the way God uses you. He don't take the perfect people with all the money. He take the broken ones
Oh,
that are all
that's
messed
good
up.
analogy.
I know.
Good
Thank
analogy.
you. Thank you.
Good
I'm like,
analogy.
I'm bringing this back to God. I'm like, this is
God,
God and spiritual ladies. We
it's
gonna
all
do
God.
this.
It's all God. That's how he does this math magic. Okay, hello.
It, it, you have
So
to
this
think
is
about this like, oh wait a minute, I got a joke. You have to think about it like this. God is the ultimate math magic because he had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and he feed like a whole army of people.
multitude,
So come on.
multitude, and part of that also is like no, and also remember when you're doing your research, what are you? What have you done? And what I mean that is you have people who've been in the military,
Uh-huh.
been in the reserves, who are teachers, who are first responders, who are now, which I have learned, those who are what they call essential workers or non-medical first responders can also get programs. Like I found out that my behind is considered a non-medical first responder. So I would get discounts for different homes, purchases, or other things, which I didn't know about until they said so at my job. I was like, say, what? I'm a first responder? How'd that happen? I'm thinking first responder medical, and they're like, no, if you work in a pharmacy, you work at a hospital, well, work at a pharmacy, work at a bank, work at a grocery store. I was like,
because because those are essential. Because
yeah,
if nobody was at the bank, nobody would know nothing, and we would
nobody had no
really be
money.
bad. Right. Exactly. And because this is the United States of America, which is run by money. You know.
And we have so many bad education now when it comes to finances that people cannot survive without knowing a financial institution information. So, which is kind of sad though. But anyway, that's why we hope when we do these type of things that we can help people out.
Yeah.
And so those are a couple. This is just a brief, like I say, a brief overview. I know it seems like a lot, but if you're not sure about something, just re-listen to the podcast, rewatch the videos, just so that you can get a good handle of understanding that. Know your budget, know what your must-haves are, save for a good faith estimate, go from 500 up to 1,000 or whatever. Keep your bank account from going into the negative, meaning understand what the heck is going in and out of it, and then also, of course, do your research, and that encompasses a lot. Gwen touched on a lot of them, key factors to pay attention to. So please, 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 those are some simple 5 things so far to help you in that direction of purchasing your home. And if, let's say, you already owned a home or purchased a home before, find out what your state or your city's requirements are for certain programs, because you may qualify again for the first-time home buyers programs, even if you've already purchased a home. But if it's been a few years, you can most likely qualify again for first-time home buyer programs. And a lot of people don't disclose that. A lot of companies may not disclose that up front because they ain't trying to give you that discount.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say we're gonna end it here. And thank you. Now, if you have any more questions besides we want anything, you can email us at godlyspiritualladies@gmail.com. We actually do look at that and answer, or leave a comment. That'd be nice. You
Don't
could
forget
talk
to
to
like,
us.
subscribe,
Yeah.
turn on your
Like,
notification buttons.
like I said, you need to watch these things. Listen on Spotify too, but y'all need to watch these because we stupid. Just as silly as we sound, our facial expressions are hilarious.
Yes, little.
So, all
Then
right.
do
Well,
we know what we're doing in the next 2 weeks?
no.
You wanna enter in? Well, we do actually know you'll be doing a recap on your new health plan.
But
And you might want to give us a tutorial of information about the glow up products and the services that you use and the services that you decided not to use.
I will think about it. And
In other
I
words,
will.
it's a maybe, people.
Yeah, that's why I said I'll think about it. Like I said, the next one, would you stop with the eyeball? I can see you. Anyway, like I said, for the next episode, I am not sure yet. I want to do something maybe a little bit more on mental health because I wanted to balance it on, health stuff, money stuff, and all kinds
That's
of
your
things.
plan.
Huh?
That's your plan. That's your
Yeah,
follow-up plan. I mean, that's part of your mental health and mental wellness.
right. So that's why I said that's why that might be the next thing. But exactly the topic, just yet, I don't know. That's why I
Well, also,
said I will
people,
see.
just in case you weren't aware from the beginning, the get-go, this lovely lady is finishing up her, when she said her last semester, she's doing her sociology work. And she's
Social work.
also social work. Sorry, sociology is a completely different department, but social work, social work. She's doing social work, but she also has this is her second bachelor's. So keep that in mind. She has another one that she's actually going to be, hopefully, God willing, be able to actually combine them both. So
Oh yeah,
going
it's going to be a thing.
yeah, because the way things are going nowadays is most likely will be, and
It
she'll
has to
give
be
you
a thing.
she'll go more about that herself, because that would be a great little advantage of saying about mental health and how that works, and how she's tried to keep herself sane.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like I said, when I nail it down, you'll know, and then you guys will know in about 2 weeks. So we say thank you for joining us again, and we're going to say bye now. Bye.